guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host sellssi. We're back in town here in Accra, and we're preparing for that second leg in Abuja. But the Ghana Black Stars had a great night. Unfortunately, it could not be crowned with a goal, which I have to say this mammoth crowd deserved. Kumasi fans were immense at the Abuja Sports Stadium. They turned out in their numbers and filled the stadium to its capacity. Unfortunately, it was not enough to get a goal, at least from the Ghana Black Stars players, and crown a much needed victory ahead of the second leg. But it is still encouraging. In fact, it is an improvement from what we saw at the African Cup of Nations. From what we saw yesterday night, it's quite clear the Black Stars now has a structure, now has a coach who knows what he's doing, and we now know the system and style the Black Stars are playing. And that is quite amazing for some of us who follow the Black Stars consistently and report on them. Today I'll be giving my suggestions on what I think needs to change for us to do better and to get a goal in the second leg. Contrary to what most people might have you think, the Nigerian Super Eagles are beatable, and we saw it last night. Contrary also to what people might be saying, Nigerian Super Eagles at home are not so much of a force as they would want you to believe. So we'll be breaking it down today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. First of all, those who might be saying that Nigeria are playing at home, Abuja, a 65,000 capacity stadium, it will be intimidating. The Black Stars might not be able to do it. They don't have the personnel. They are not experienced. And if that is the doubt, that as a player of the Black Stars, you start to think about, you might as well not play the second leg, because the game will be won or lost in the head first before physically. As I said before the first leg, this is more of a mental game than a physical one at that, because if you do believe that Nigeria are not beatable, then you are right. But I don't believe otherwise, and I think that the Nigerian Super Eagles can be beating at home. If you look at their last 5 matches at home, though not at the same venue, the Nigerian Super Eagles have won just one, and it was against Liberia in a 2-0 victory. They lost versus Cameroon, Algeria, and they lost also versus Central African Republic at home. They drew with Cape Verde at home. Away from home, the pressure is less for them, and they tend to do much better away from home. I've heard people say that the Nigerians will attack Ghana more at home, will show more. Well, we'll see about that. But that is all the mind games. They want you to believe that it is not possible to beat them. It is possible. But though it is possible, that doesn't mean that Ghana should play exactly the same way they did in Kumasi. For the most part, the way they played was great. I liked some of the players and how they contributed to the game, and I've stated them in my player ratings I posted. But this is something extra I think that needs to be done. Without much ado, let me get right into it. We'll start off from Thomas Partey. I have to be specific here because last night Thomas Partey was the player who lost the ball most times. 17 times he lost possession, and that was not great for a man who is in the form of his life with his club side Arsenal. I do realize Thomas Partey was not given as much freedom as he would have wanted, but I still feel that in the second leg, for him to be influential and for Ghana to do well, he has to have a command of that midfield once again. He was not giving much breathing time, and I do appreciate that fact. If Ghana are to meet and beat Nigeria at home, they have to have their linchpin in midfield, Thomas Partey, control that middle of the pack. Without Wilfred Ndidi, it showed last night that the midfield was won mostly by the Ghana Black Stars. But decision making being delayed at times and losing possession at the crucial time cost them a lot. And Thomas Partey, who I know is more than capable of doing that, must step up his game in Abuja. Another midfielder I would call out here is Kudus Mohammed. Great on the night. Amazing skill, dribbled, but all that counts for naught if the team cannot find the back of the net. I understand what Kudus, that is how he plays, but it doesn't help the team in general. The coach needs to talk to him and make him understand that it is better to release the ball quickly and fast and transition play better than to hold on to it and dilly-dally on the ball before releasing it to a teammate. Yes, it looks flashy and nice and the crowd loved it, but in the end, it did not help the team in general getting what they wanted. If the team was up by 2 or 3 goals and at that point he was doing that, I don't think anyone would mind, but get the result before showboating or trying to dribble almost the whole pitch. Another player I will talk about is Afena Jan, a great player, a great youngster. Coach Otuado was short of words to describe him last night after his debut for the Ghana Black Stars. A great hold-up player, but ultimately you'd know that Afena Jan has not played a game for Roma for 90 minutes. He's not even played a 90 minutes game for AS Roma before, and he has been mostly substitute appearance making for him. So Coach Otuado, once again here, an issue we had under Coach Milovan Rajabak was his late substitutions. I have to say they were not great to see. Up until the 70th minute, the Nigeria Super Eagles had made most of their changes and looked at the much fresher side. It was quite clear. A player like Jordan Ayew was so fatigued, everyone could see it. Jordan on the wings was great, but when he came inside, it was not good on the night for him. He looked tired, lethargic. He needed to be changed quickly. These changes need to be made quickly. You have 5 changes to make. Why do you relax and wait and not make those 5 changes to freshen up the team? The system he is playing is going to fatigue most of the players, probably because they are not used to it or another reason, but he needs to make the changes quickly to make the team fresh and to help the team in attack as well as in defense. We'll also talk about the system that was used by Coach Otuado, and I think that a false 9 would be much more suitable for the Ghana Black Stars. It's quite clear that we miss a player who can finish chances, and in that player right now in the Black Stars team is Andre Ayew. For all you might not like about him, Andre Ayew would have finished off some of the chances we got yesterday. Fatau Isahako's shot, Fatau Isahako's run on goal and being stopped by the Nigerian defender ultimately, all those chances could have defined how this tie ended. And a player like Andre Ayew could have been able to do that. The advantage of using a false 9 is really obvious. No target man for the Nigerian defenders to target, and that could help with the element of surprise. Players could switch in, players could play freely more, and I think Daniel Kofi would be much more suited for that false 9 formation. That could go a long way to help the Ghana Black Stars. Another one is set pieces. Very, very poor set pieces from the Ghana Black Stars. The corners they had until the 36th minute, the Nigerian Super Eagles did not have a corner. But then the Ghana Black Stars, who had more corners, were so poor with the corners. The delivery was poor, sometimes overhit crosses into the penalty box. Sometimes it was too close to the first defender. It was not a great game of set pieces for both sides, in all honesty. Set pieces can win you games, and that needs to be improved. As to whether they will have more training set pieces before the game on Tuesday is another question, but it needs vast improvement if it's a route that Ghana wants to use to win the game on Tuesday. So that is it there. A few suggestions and changes I feel need to be made. Jordan Ayew playing out wide was much better than when he moved inside, and the early changes need to come in. A false 9 system should be considered. Set pieces, much improvement. Thomas Partey must step up, and Kudus Mohammed must be quick and faster with releasing the ball for other teammates. Let me know what you think in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend.